your questions in the chat window, and after the session, pitch session, we'll be taking up questions one by one, and Danish and team would be answering them. Danish, you can start.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. So presenting Gulp2Go products, uh, we are targeting two primary industries, which are the Indian bottled water market and the Indian advertisement space. Before I dive deep into both of these industries and how we do, I would like to first...
You may put it on full screen.
Yes, sir. I would like to share a few facts with everyone. Every day, about 20 crore bottles of water are sold in India. The most trusted and the biggest brand that we all know, Bisleri, sells approximately 1 crore bottles across India every day. That's 1 in every 20. It's the number one bottled water brand. The Indian bottled water market is about a $20 billion market, and it is extremely, extremely fragmented. About 15 billion of the $20 billion market is unorganized or illegal. For every Bisleri, there are multiple copycat creative brands like Bisleri, Bisleri. For Kinley, we have Kisley, Pisley, Tisley, and we've all come across them. Can you beat that? About 14 to 15 crore bottles out of these 20 crore sold in India are through these brands. There are only 150 registered brands in India. Bisleri is one of them, Kinley is the second, Bailey is the third, Dasani, Aquafina, Punyadhara, and 99% of the bottling done by these brands is outsourced to third-party bottlers, which is something that we are also doing. The market is huge, and it is growing at a 27% growth rate year on year. It is the second fastest worldwide. Delhi alone has about 50,000 carts which are illegal and are still operating on the streets of Delhi NCR. Cumulatively, they are earning an annual revenue of more than 4 to 5,000 crores. Now moving towards the Indian advertisement market, a few facts again. This industry is valued at more than 1 trillion rupees, approximately $12 billion. It is said that it would double in size to about 2 trillion rupees or $25 billion in the next 5 years. In the last few years, we've seen that digital marketing has grown, and it accounts for about 50-55% of the total overall market. TV is about 25%, print is about 20%. Out of the entire corpus...
Our screens are not moving, Danish.
Sir, I have not even started moving the screen yet.
Okay, sure.
So out of this entire corpus, FMCG or fast-moving consumer goods account for 30%. The auto industry accounts for about 20%. The e-commerce industry accounts for about 20%, and the other is retail and the other brands. In the last few years, everyone has noticed a shift in how the psyche of the brands is operating. Each brand earlier used to go for visibility, but now they're seeking actionable visibility. Ads that are not just visible, but also clicked, also shared, and also remembered. This is where Gulp2Go comes in, where we are merging or marrying two industries, the Indian bottled water industry or the Indian D2C FMCG industry and the Indian advertisement industry to create a whole new customer experience. So we started this company in April of 2024. We became operational on the streets of Delhi NCR on the 1st of August, and we are based out of Delhi NCR. Like I said earlier, we are a merger or a marriage between the D2C beverage industry and the ad tech industry, where we are leveraging both the industry, the best of the both industries, and redefining how consumers and brands are interacting. Gulp2Go has two brands under it, Punyadhara and Fandu. Fandu is our advertisement platform, and Punyadhara is our offline D2C FMCG distribution network. So first what we did was we launched our anchor product, which is Punyadhara bottled water. Let me show you how the bottle looks in real life also. Can you see me on the screen?
Yes.
So this is the bottle. I'm holding it in my hand. Can you all see the bottle?
Yes, we can see.
So this is a bottle, a Punyadhara 1 liter bottle. Okay, and if you look at the label, it is much bigger than any other label that you see in the market. Approximately 80% of the bottle is covered by the label, and you can see offers and call to action happening around it. There's a proper QR code, which is a call to action QR code. This is an IPL bottle when IPL was running, which is till about last month. And this is how a bottle looks like in the real market. So we realized that in order to get to the people, in order to increase our reach, in order to monetize our distribution channel, we have to create a product that is so scalable, so simple that everyone from a small baby to an old person can have it. That is why we launched our anchor product Punyadhara in August of 2024. So let me tell you about how we sell. As I said, it is India's most affordable bottled water brand, which is sold directly to customers through three different levels. First is a vending cart. A vending cart is similar to a cart of ice cream that you see on the streets of Delhi NCR, be it Amul, Mother Dairy, Havmore, uh, Vadilal, Creambell. And a 1 liter bottle is only sold over there at an MRP of 12 rupees. All other brands across India, be it Bisleri or Bislessery, be it Kinley or Kisley, are sold at 20 rupees. The second vertical or the second point of sale that we have is a vending machine. A vending cart is placed at open markets across Delhi NCR like Sarojinagar Market, Gafar Market, Khan Market, Connaught Place, whereas a vending machine is placed at high footfall secure areas like shopping malls, commercial complexes, office buildings, metro stations, where everyone can consume a half a liter bottle. So a vending machine has a half a liter bottle, a 500 ml bottle, which is sold at 6 rupees per bottle, whereas a vending cart sells a 1 liter bottle at 12 rupees per bottle. Then we have Prime POS. A Prime POS is nothing but a mom and pop store which is converted into a Prime POS because it is selling exclusively Punyadhara plus one product, which means Bisleri and Punyadhara, it could mean Kinley and Punyadhara, it could mean Aquafina and Punyadhara, but Punyadhara becomes the number two player on the Prime POS, and we want to convert it into the number one player and become mutually exclusive for them. So these are three ways where how Punyadhara is selling directly to the customers. So how we do it? First is our pricing. It is, like I said, the most affordable. We are 40% cheaper than any other brand in Delhi, in India, across the board. We own 100% of our supply chain. Like every brand, we bottle through third-party bottlers who are bottling for the likes of Aquafina, Kinley, and Bisleri also. So the quality of the product remains the same. The quality of Punyadhara is equal to the quality of Bisleri and Kinley. There is no difference in that. The only difference is we have removed 4 to 5 middlemen who were available and are still available in the traditional supply chain, which has been running for the last 100 years. Third is our locations. We have captured the best locations, be it the best spots inside the main markets, be it commercial complexes like DLF, be it metro stations of the Delhi Metro. We are in the places where the highest footfall is available. And the fourth, we are hyper scalable. We don't have any bad inventory. We don't have any PMF requirements. There is no bad sale or bad debt. We don't have to educate the customer why he should have bottled water. And most importantly, which is a big headache for a lot of D2C brands, there are no returns. So let me tell you how our supply chain works. A traditional supply chain has 4 to 5 middlemen where, for example, let's take the example of Bisleri. Bisleri goes to a third-party bottler and says, bottle for me. The cost of the bottler is around 4 rupees. Then there is a super stockist, which is the head of Delhi NCR, let's say. He will procure the bottles from the bottler at a cost of 6 rupees. Then the bottles will be distributed through the super stockist network to multiple distributors across Delhi NCR. The cost of purchase for the distributor is around 8 rupees. Then the distributor sells it to the retailers, which are the mom and pop stores, the panwalas, the local keepers, who purchase the bottle ranging from 10 rupees to 12 rupees depending on the brand. So, for example, a Bisleri is procured at 12 rupees by the retailer, but a non-Bisleri product or a non-Kinley product is procured around 9 to 10 rupees per bottle by the retailer. And then the end customer, he or she will always purchase the bottle at 20 rupees, be it any brand. Even if you're a known brand, you spend 10, 20 rupees. You're an unknown brand, you still spend 20 rupees. So it is the retailer who is banking the maximum out of this entire supply chain. So it is the retailer who is choosing what to keep and what to sell. A retailer may keep two to three cases of Bisleri, but he might be selling more of the non-Bisleri products in order to earn more money out of it. Like I said earlier, there are many illegal copycat brands in the market, and there is no direct offline sales available in the entire country. This is where we come in. We have set up multiple dark stores or depots across the city from where our carts and machines are going to be operating. Furthermore, these depots are close to the prime POSes that we've developed. So each depot has access to 10 to 15 carts which are running in the vicinity. Each depot has access to 5 to 10 machines, vending machines, which are going to be operational in the future. And each depot has about 25 to 30 B2B prime POSes, which are directly getting fulfilled from the depot. So the material is procured from the bottler, moves directly to the depot, from where it is sold directly to the customers.
Hello.
Even before the bottler, we've now started procuring raw material from the raw material suppliers, where now we are giving the cap separately to the bottler, we are giving the label separately to the bottler, and we are giving the pre-from from which the bottle is being created separately. So that has improved our economics. This is how Punyadhara supply chain.
So education we can skip. So name,
Sure.
founder,
Can
co-founder,
you mute everyone, please?
and then
Yeah. So all in all, in the last 8 months, since August till about May, we have provided bottles to at least 10 lakh happy customers. We have we have a revenue of about 60 lakhs since August to March. In April, we did a revenue, an MRR of about 22 lakhs. In May, it was 25 lakhs. In June, we should be closing around 40 lakhs. We have 30 live points of sales right now, and we'll be reaching 100 by the end of next month. All of these customers are paying directly to us. The data is 100% backed by analytics. About 20% of the people who are purchasing our bottle are scanning the QR code on the bottles. That's a huge number in comparison to any other platform across India. 10% of those people are getting converted to brands that are leveraging our platform. Every day we are selling at least 10,000 bottles. So we have an anchor product where customers are loving our pricing. It is hyper scalable. Punyadhara vending carts and vending machines are going to be visible everywhere. It acts as a marketing platform for us. Then the entire supply chain is ready to be leveraged by other D2C brands. Then we have a layer of ad tech created on top of this distribution channel using the Fandu platform, which is going to monetize our scale. So till date, we've done about 4 advertisements going up to 5, and 3 are in the pipeline. And all of these people have paid us 3 rupees per bottle to be available on our label. I'll go into that, a little later. And like the name suggests, Punyadhara, पानी पिलाना पुण्य का काम होता है, हमने बचपन से सुना. So Punya means good deeds through water, where we are saying that Punyadhara is not just a regular brand of water like Aquafina or Kinley, where there is no story behind it. We are creating our own story. We are creating a story that Punya means good deeds. So whenever you consume a Punyadhara bottle, you are doing a good deed through us. Today, people may be consuming Punyadhara because of the price point, but tomorrow, a few years down the line, a few percentage of our customers will be consuming Punyadhara because of the good deeds that we've been doing. each point of sale of ours is getting equipped with bottle crushing units. So if you're in the market, if you're not even consuming Punya Dhara, if you're consuming, let's say, a Coca-Cola or a Kinley or anything, you can still walk up to our point of sale and crush the bottle, and we will help in recycling that. Furthermore, we've tied up with 4 schools in Gurgaon where we are donating water free of cost. For every 1 liter that we sell, we are donating 1 liter free of cost. See, the cost of the water inside the bottle is only worth 10 paisa or 11 paisa. So it is a movement that it is very close to our hearts that we want to donate also. This is one of the donation drives that we've done in Sonipat. We've adopted 2 villages where we regularly donate. We've also collaborated with Rotary Club to do a couple of drives where we donate water as well. So this entire story where we're talking about good deeds and how we are not choking the thirst of the community is created by our primary mentor, and his name is Mr. Hari Krishnan. He is the MD of Publicis Group, which is the world's largest ad agency. They manage about 6,000 odd crores of ad revenue in India alone, and he's the India head. And he's the one who's creating the entire storyline. He's the one who's responsible for putting 3 rupees per bottle as 3 rupees per label as branding advertisement. And he's the one who's helping us also open a lot of doors in marketing. Coming up to our AdTech platform. In India, if you see, everyone is doing advertisements. You can see ads on Zomato, you can see ads on Swiggy, you can see ads wherever you go. It is all because of mass reach. Instagram today has advertisements and people coming, spending billions of dollars every day is because of reach. We are developing something similar with our own bottled water brand. So Punya Dhara is the hook in this context. In Instagram, the hook is content. In our context, it is the bottled water. If we are able to reach lakhs and lakhs of customers every day through our network, lakhs and lakhs of customers are going to be looking at our bottle and engaging with our bottle. And we provide a new way of advertisement where we are creating meaningful connections between the consumer and the brands through our offline to online product-driven hyperlocal marketing platform, where we ensure clutter-free campaigns, proper gamification, personalized advertisements at a later stage, and much more improved ROIs. So, like I said earlier, Punya Dhara, about 80% of the label of the bottle is available for brands to advertise. Once the customer scans the QR code, he lands on our platform, where we get brand offers, where you get trivia questions, where you get contests, where you can gamify the entire experience. And in this case, people are able to interact with the brands on a level which has never happened before. That too at a very minimal cost. So when we collaborate both these networks, with Punya Dhara, you get access to vending machines, vending carts, prime POS, the best locations, product extensions like never before. We have a social impact, and like I said, the most affordable bottled water brand. With Fandu, you get hyperlocal promotions, you get high visibility, you get clutter-free campaigns, you get ad tech via QR codes, you get AI-powered personalized ads in the future, you get gamification elements, data insights, 100% traceability of the product movement across the supply chain is available with us. We are able to provide everything fully traceable, which has not happened in the out-of-home platform ever. So, for example, if there is an ad available on a vending machine or a vending cart, we can tell how many bottles are sold at any given point, at any given vending machine, at any given vending cart, at any given prime POS, how many people have scanned one bottle, if multiple people have scanned a bottle or not, if multiple people have gone through the levels of transaction or not, what has happened post scanning, what is the bounce rate, everything in terms of data that you get in Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or wherever digitally is available on an offline platform also now. So Punya Dhara becomes a sustainable, eco-friendly, thirst-quenching way for brands to advertise in a never-before-seen platform. Talking about a few points of sales of ours, we have cracked Delhi Metro. It took us about 1 year to do so. where we now are putting about 27 machines at 7 metro stations. Delhi Metro has about 288 metro stations live. They're adding about 30-40 more in the next year. About 1 crore people travel through the Delhi Metro every day. And this number is only going to increase year on year. We have got exclusive rights to those areas where we are going to be placing our vending machines and selling bottled water and other brands in the coming future. Same concept is adopted by DLF as well. We already have one machine in DLF Cyber City. We have access to place 23 more in all of these DLF properties. We are also in high level of communication, advanced level of communication with Hindustan Petroleum, where where we are in conversation to get exclusive rights to sell at all HPCL pumps in north of India, starting from Delhi NCR. There are about 300 petrol pumps in of Hindustan Petroleum in Delhi NCR. We'll be placing a kiosk or a cart over there at each of them and selling directly. Hindustan Petroleum has about 25 to 35 lakh people coming in every day in Delhi NCR alone. Next is the markets of Delhi NCR. We are already available in 5 to 6 markets of Delhi NCR. Sarojinagar market, Khan market, Gafar market, a lot of these. And we are in conversation with a lot of other players as well. Talking about the ads that we've done in the past, our first advertisement was Truly Madly. They gave us an order of 20,000 bottles at 3 rupees per bottle. We did an ad revenue of about 60,000 rupees in October. Out of the 20,000 bottles, about 5,000 people scanned the bottle. About 354 people downloaded their app and registered on their app and are using the Truly Madly app. On an average basis, Truly Madly spends about 450 to 550 rupees to acquire a customer. They were able to do so with us in about 170 rupees. We did a second digital ad as well with them, where the label was not Truly Madly, but the label was Punyadhara, and once you scanned the QR code, Truly Madly used to open. Okay, so we charged them 1 rupee per bottle for that, and the customer acquisition cost over there drove down from 170 rupees to about 60 rupees. 60 rupees for a customer to acquire a customer for Truly Madly. Similarly, we've done 3 more ads. Cures is a beauty brand, Trip Nation is a travel brand, and Till is an apparel brand. All of them have been hugely successful. All of them have gotten more than what they were accounting for in terms of returns, conversions, leads, and revenue. We have a very good pipeline coming in. We are in the last phases of getting empaneled with Publicis and Group M, which are 2 of the biggest ad agencies in the country, if not the world. Again, HPCL, we are in conversation to do branding of HPCL on the bottles as well and on the carts as well, since we are going to be in HPCL pumps. We have already closed Classic Cure in last month, and there are many more brands which are in the pipeline. So we look at it as our advantage. We are not just having the best real estate beachhead contracts with DMRC, HPCL, DLF. We have a very complementary skill set as founders as well, where me, Harsh and Mukesh have worked earlier together and we know what we are doing precisely. We have a very strong advisory board and we have multiple revenue streams. We are not just banking on one revenue stream. So this is something which is very interesting. We are launching the Fandu app by end of this month. We did a small 2-day pilot during the IPL season, and it was such a hit that we got about 2,000 verified users on our platform in 2 days only. Using the Fandu network, we had more than 40% redirections to different brands, which are in our portfolio. 20% of the people who got redirected got converted, which is again a very, very good number. The average number is about 2 to 3%. And 100% data-backed transparency and traceability was available. We'll be launching this app by end of this month. So looking at the traction, what we planned for 2025, we are targeting a revenue of about 10 crores end of this year, out of which 10% of the revenue is going to be through advertisement sales or advertisement revenue. About 80% of the revenue is going to be coming from direct Punyadhara bottle sales. We are wanting to reach maximum number of people. The carts, machines, and the prime POS are going to help us do that. About the multiple revenue streams that I was talking about earlier, the first and the most obvious one is bottle sales, which is Punyadhara bottled water being sold directly. The second is the digital ads and the bottle label ads that we get through Punyadhara. The third is our distribution channel monetization, which means we are sorry. The third is the Punyadhara distribution channel monetization, which is monetizing our own distribution channel across vending carts, vending machines. The fourth is the Fandu ad tech platform, which is hyperlocal ads, trivia questions, and other things that we are going to be generating through the Fandu network. The fifth is the multi-product distribution. So we've already added Madhusudan milk products, which is cold coffee, chocolate milk, and kesari lychee doodh into our platform. We are adding bingo and bingo products into our platform, and a couple of other brands are also in the pipeline. So we are going to start selling those as well. And the sixth revenue stream is the vending machine POS monetization, which is the revenue which we are going to generate through placing the products on the vending machines. Something similar that Blinkit does when you register as a brand over there. So talking about the team, which I think is very important, Ganesh sir mentioned us earlier. Let me go a little deeper. I am Danish Kakkar. I am the CEO of the company, Bits Pilani, Babson College, ex-OTP. I am a supply chain technology expert, and for the last 8 years, I've solved supply chain tech for fruits and vegetables, for FMCG, for meat and fisheries, and now for bottled water. We've got Harsh Gupta as our chief data officer. He is he is ex Uber, Swiggy, Amazon in advertisement technology. In fact, he was one of the core members of the team that launched Uber ads in the US, which is doing a revenue of about $1 billion across the world. Then we've got Mukesh Garela. He is the CTO of the company, and he is responsible for the entire tech stack that we've created, be it our own operating system, be it how our warehouse is operating, be it how our machines are operating. Everything is controlled by him. All of us have worked together in the past at OTP, where I was head of product, Harsh was head of data, and Mukesh was head of technology. We are backed by some maverick, amazing investors and mentors who have not just helped us financially, but are opening doors for us. We've got Paritosh Gupta sir, who is the ex-head of SIDBI and ILFS. We've got Mr. Sandeep Malhotra, ex-director of ICICI Ventures. Hari Krishnan sir, like I said earlier, he's the current MD of Publicis. Mr. Rahul Gupta, Mr. Manoj Balan, Mr. Tenny Cherian, who's the ex-CEO of Tata Projects. Sanjeev sir, like you all know. Penny sir, who's the ex-MD of SIDBI Ventures, and many, many more names which I could not add to the list right now. Like we've raised about 1.4 crores in the past in October at a valuation of 30 crores. In the current round, the valuation is remaining the same, and we are looking to raise about 2.5 crores, out of which 1 crore has already been committed by the lead investor. We are looking to use these funds to scale up our DMRC project. 1 crore is going to be gone into that. Then we are going to work our technology and create and launch the AdTech expansion. About 75 lakhs is going to go in that. And rest is expansion of prime POS and cards and working capital. We are looking to raise our next round of 5 to 10 crores in about 2 quarters at an increased valuation, of course. Our target for this year is to reach a revenue of 10 crores, 10% advertisement revenue, close to 100 Punyadhara points of sales, and reach at least 1 crore people across Delhi NCR. In the next 5 years, so we've already started conversation to launch Mumbai next year. We are in medium level conversations with MMRTC, which is the Mumbai monorail, to place vending machines over there. The best part is that we have 2 big contracts, which are Delhi Metro and HPCL, which allow us to move fast across different cities, because both DMRC and HPCL are available across the country. DMRC manages operations for all the metros across the country, be it Mumbai Metro, Chennai Metro, Kolkata Metro, Jaipur Metro. All metros are managed by DMRC, so we are able to open doors through them. And HPCL has networks across the country. So whenever we want to launch a new city, both DMRC and HPCL have already committed that they will help us. So in the next 5 years, we plan to be available in at least 60 to 70% of the metro cities of India. I think there are about 10 to 12 metro cities in India. In Delhi NCR, we want to penetrate even more and reach about 70% of the population of Delhi NCR, which is about 3 crores currently. Cumulatively, we want to have at least 5,000 points of sales available to us across the country, reach at least 25 lakh people every day. And in the end of this year, we'll have about 10% ad revenue. We want to scale it up to at least 50% of our total revenue in the next 5 years and become one of India's leading top ad tech platforms. Every good brand, be it Bisleri, has Deepika Padukone, Kinley has Mahendra Singh Dhoni, um, Clear has Hrithik Roshan. We are also in conversation with a celebrity which attunes to our ethos and values of Punyadhara. Uh, he is extremely prominent in the film industry and has done a lot of philanthropic work. We'll tell you more when it actually happens and it is a done deal. Market size, I told you earlier, the bottled water market is valued at about $20 billion. The AdTech market is 12 billion. There are 150 brands of bottled water and 50,000 plus carts in Delhi NCR alone. And yeah. Talking about how we reached where we are, the ideation was in April of last year. We launched Punyadhara in the first market in August. The first phase or the first ad was received and done in October. Then in January, we scaled up our carts and the second ad came in. In April, Prime POS concept was launched, which is the B2B concept, and we crossed an MRR of 20 lakhs. We did 2 ads in April as well. In May, we received a DMRC LOA finally of 27 machines, and we did a successful pilot of the Fandu app. And in the next 6 to 9 months, we plan to do a lot of things, which is properly launch DMRC. This is the first LOA that we've received. We are expecting another LOA, which is going to be for about 20 odd machines more, which is going to take us to about 50 machines in DMRC alone in the next 3 months. We want to successfully launch and scale up the Fandu app. We are expecting the HPCL contract to come in the next 60 days. We are going to be scaling up the Prime POS concept and the Ad Suite and the AdWorld concept. This is the quarterly P&L for the next 2 years, and this is it.
Okay, I think it was well presented, Danish. So let's get on to the questions. I'm taking from the chat window.
Sure, sir.
Okay, let me start with the first question. What is the selling price of illegal brands?
Sorry, sir. What is the?
What is the selling price of illegal brands?
Sir, the illegal carts, everyone is selling at 20 rupees.
Okay. The 1 liter at 20 rupees.
1 liter 20 rupees, half a liter 10 rupees.
Okay.
And obviously there are carts which are not selling water through bottle but selling directly, which is even more worse because it is the quality of water is unfathomable. So they are selling 1 glass in 5 rupees, which is 200 ml.
And how do we compete or replace them?
Sir, I don't think they need competition when we place our cards right next to their cards. So this is something that we've seen in multiple markets. You know, a cart is selling 1 liter of water at 12 rupees. Our cart is selling 1 liter of water at 12 rupees. And the illegal cart, which is dispensing just water, from not bottled water, but just water, the hand pump cart, which is selling 200 ml for 5 rupees, people are actually coming to us more because we are more, not just better, but hygienic also.
Excellent. What's the moat of Gulf?
Sorry, sir?
What is the moat of
Sir, the moat is twofold. Our first half of the moat is the distribution channel that we are creating, and the second half is the ad tech technology that we are leveraging on top of the distribution channel. Both of them work together. One of them cannot work without the other. Punyadhara at 12 rupees cannot sustain without the ad revenue of Gulp to Go, and Gulp to Go cannot sustain without the reach of Punyadhara. If you look at today's any brand or any activity or any app, in order to launch an app, you have to spend thousands and thousands of rupees to acquire a customer. You can look at Cred as an example. They spend more than 1,000 rupees to acquire a customer. Okay, whereas you look at any brand, the brand, in order to reach the right market, there are at least 50,000 D2C brands in India, D2C product brands in India. Hundreds of them selling Lahori Jeera type shikanjis and concepts, hundreds of them coming for cold coffees and such things. They are not able to scale up. They are not able to reach the right customers because they are lacking the market presence. We are creating that market presence on the ground by our carts and machines. And the pricing that we are placing for our products, which is 12 rupees and 6 rupees, which is never ever heard of. And we are successfully doing it for the last 1 year. That is the best part.
Okay. What is this expansion strategy specifically going pan India?
Sir, like I said, DMRC and HPCL are two contracts that are going to help us expand pan India. DMRC has already gotten us into Mumbai monorail for expansion into Mumbai, and HPCL is happy to talk to us about Delhi. And post that, they are saying whichever city you choose, we can do it with you.
Okay, these four questions were from Sapangar. Thanks, Sapan. Now, Mr. PK Gopal has asked this question.
Sorry.
Are you handling two unrelated businesses, each with a different rhythm? How will you like to focus?
Sir, we primarily are an ad tech company. We want to leverage Punyadhara as our platform. If you look at any ad tech space, be it hoardings, be it TV, print, media, everyone is leveraging the concept that they're creating. Print is leveraging the reach of newspapers. TV is leveraging the reach of the network. Right? The hoardings are leveraging the reach of the ad space that they've created on the roads. We are leveraging our network of Punyadhara. So advertisement is only scalable in the digital space. If you look at Instagram also, Instagram is not advertisement first. It is content first. On the basis of 1 billion users available on Instagram over the last 10 years, it started advertisement. Earlier it was a photo sharing app.
Okay. Thanks for your response. Yogita has asked this question. Actually, it's a combo of 2-3 questions. Where is the water source from? Why would someone not buy Aquafina or Kinley or Bisleri? Especially with typhoid being common these days. I moved from Bisleri to Aquafina and Kinley after I got typhoid. So how do you establish brand amongst the big names other than pricing?
So, good question. Can you tell me the first question again, please?
Where is the water sourced from?
So, the water is sourced from bottlers who are bottling for the likes of Bisleri, Kinley, Aquafina. There are about 6,000 BIS government-approved bottlers in India. They are, thankfully, 25% of them are in the north, 25% in the west, 25% in the east, 25% in the south. And the bottling industry works in such a way that you cannot or should not procure from a bottler who is more than 70 kilometers away from your market. Otherwise, the transportation cost really goes up. And that is a very big concept or a very big problem. So we are procuring from two bottlers. Both of them are BIS approved. They have the necessary government mandate or the registrations and the forms and everything. And they are bottling for Punyadhara, they are bottling for Kinley, they are bottling for Catch, they are bottling for Railneer and a lot of other.
సెక్యూరిటీ వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేయండి ఇది.
And second question is, ma'am, you may have shifted from Bisleri to Aquafina or Kinley, but the bottler is more or less the same. Since none of them do bottling themselves, it is just a label. Like ours is just a label, they would also be just a label. All of them do third-party bottling. Obviously, the bottler would remain different. Bisleri and Kinley would not have the same bottlers in many areas. But the source of the water remains the same. The way it is treated remains the same. And it is a very, very standard process. There is nothing hi-fi about a bottling unit.
Okay, one more question from her. Is Fundu a platform built from scratch? What does it classify under? DSP or something else?
Yes, it is a concept which is built from scratch. We have built it from scratch. It is a marketing platform, a reward platform, a hyper-local advertisement platform. It is a platform where brands can integrate their concepts and create an ecosystem. It is a platform where brands and customers can engage in trivia questions. For example, when we launched for 2 days, we were centered, our reach was centered towards IPL. So questions like who's going to win today's match, what's going to happen, who's going to score more runs, who's going to take more wickets, such questions. And then whosoever used to win had access to the Pandu ecosystem or the app ecosystem where they could leverage and reach out to multiple brands who were selling directly. For example, one brand was giving 50% off on sunscreen, one brand was giving 10% off on pizzas, and that is what people used to see. And all of these people validated using OTP, registered themselves post scanning. So that was a great concept and a great learning for us.
Okay, Mohit has asked a very basic question. He says his name is
Sorry?
is a bit complicated name, or you would like to retain it?
Sir, I cannot understand the question. Can you repeat that, please?
Why is any plans to change the name? This
Sir,
name is complicated to recall. Punyada.
which name? Punyadhara.
Yeah.
So, sir, Punyadhara.
Yeah, Punyadhara.
So we could have named it anything, to be honest. We could have named it something like Zepto, something like Google. We chose the name Punyadhara strategically because of the Indianness of it. Because we realized that when somebody talks about Punyadhara, and we did a survey of it also offline, when we said Punyadhara, everyone came back to us saying Punyadhara means it's a bottled water brand. So they could easily relate to it. We did not have to educate them that Zepto means this or Blinkit means that. Punyadhara was easily resonating, and it is something that is created with the help of Hari Krishnan sir, who is creating the story around Punyadhara as
We will
well.
scale this.
And we don't think that we will change the name.
Okay, sure, no problem. So in scaling, how direct selling will scale in this? What is the investment in a depot and POS, break-even time?
So, good question. A cart costs about 50,000 rupees. A machine costs about 2 lakh rupees. The break-even time for a vending cart is about 3 months. The break-even time for a vending machine is about 7 to 8 months. And the next question was how direct selling will scale in this. So scaling. So see, in the end, we've realized that what matters or what is our objective is to have a Punyadhara bottle in the hands of every customer. And there are multiple ways we can do it. The vending machine and the vending cart are great concepts, are heavily banked by us and are scaling up also. And they not just reach out to the customer directly, but are creating a brand visibility on the open market as well. And especially in the high footfall zones that we have. But we have to leverage the prime POS concept. You see, in the end, whether it is a cart or a machine or a prime POS, after everything, after operations, after everything, we are earning at least 1 rupee per bottle sale. In a cart also, we are earning 1 rupee after everything. In a machine also, we are earning 1 rupee after everything. And in a prime POS also, we are earning 1 rupee after everything per bottle sale. So, in order to maximize our reach, all three are equally important.
Okay, the next question is from Vinay Solanki. Through depots and POS, POS, the scalability will be a challenge and also the cost will be high compared to stockers, distributor, or retailer making the investment. So, both in the infra and the working capital for the investment. So, how do you plan to scale it up?
So, sir, like I said, the break-even time for a cart is only 3 months. So, we will be placing carts everywhere. Like I said, in Delhi alone, there are at least 50,000 carts, and I don't know, God, how many more in India alone. So, we can easily place 3 to 5,000 carts pan India alone. Similarly, the machines are going to be placed at high footfall markets, high footfall closed secure areas like DMRC. So DMRC, if you talk about DMRC alone, DMRC has 280 stations. We have given them a list of about 100 stations, which are the top 100 stations. Each of these stations, we can easily put 2 to 3 machines. So DMRC alone can have 300 machines, where 1 to 1.5 crore people, once in a couple of years, it will go up to 1.5 crores. People come in daily. So that is a reach which we cannot stop, or which we should not even wave off. That is something which is amazing.
Dennis, you can run the poll right now, and we will continue the question and answer. You can run the poll now.
Sorry, sir?
You can run the poll.
Okay.
Please run the poll.
Yeah, there's Sapan. I have just a follow-on question on this. Whenever
Just hold for a sec. We will first run the poll and then continue with the Q&A. See, we are actually evaluating your interest in the current fundraise. It is not a firm commitment. Post the Q&A, we are also having this group, WhatsApp group, where your Q&As will be, your questions, queries will be answered. Post that, there will be a call for money, which will be formed. So this poll is to evaluate the interest in Punyadhara. Kindly, all of you, please participate. Probably we can add one more question, not interested. I suppose there'll be a lot of people who would be interested. So. Danish, how many responses?
So 16.
Okay.
Should we?
Be around. So whoever is left, probably they can fill it up. Let me continue. There's a question from Yas.
Sorry.
What we will do is that after the Q&A, we will ask. You can directly chat with Danish. You can raise your hand, and then we can first. Let me complete this list of questions. There is no personalized advertising. Danish, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's similar to print TV ads where there is no targeted advertising. So probably the Fundu part is, I think we didn't. It's before that, I think. You can talk about it. He says there is no personalized. Yeah.
So personalized ads, sir, for us means differently. Let's say, I'll give an example. Let's say I am a customer of Punyadhara for the next 6 months, and I go to multiple points of sales of Punyadhara, starting from let's say I purchase from a point of sale in Saket, then I purchase from a point of sale in Gurgaon, then from a point of sale somewhere else. So if I'm consuming, let's say 6 to 10 bottles in a year, and every bottle has a QR code, and if I, as a customer, am scanning the QR code, I would know, the company would know which QR codes I have enabled with, which QR codes I have not enabled with, which QR codes I have reached where, and which QR code technology I have actually leveraged. So over a period of time, I'll be able to, the company will be able to show me personalized advertisements based on my reach, based on my experiences. So at any given stage, let's say after a year, we'll be able to personalize ads for everyone, that the customer likes shoes, the customer likes traveling, the customer does not like dresses, the customer is a male, the customer would have an age of between so and so, the customer is an Apple user, the customer has this phone, the customer pays using Google Pay or Phone Pay or Paytm. These are the standard apps that a Paytm user generally has on its phone. So such data points are trackable, traceable, and regulated by the government. And using these data points and the experience that the customer has leveraged through the Punyadhara Pandu concept is going to allow us to do personalized ads in the future. till date, nobody does that. Not even Instagram does personalized ads. Nobody does that. We will be able to do it because of the experience that we are tracing of the customers.
Great. Ankur has asked this question. What is the cost of setting up the cart vending machine and what is the average revenue per cart and vending machine? Can you share any
So
snapshot?
cost. I think, sir, I've answered before. I'll answer it again. The cost of a cart is about 50,000 rupees. Average revenue that a cart earns in the whole year is about 12 to 13 lakh rupees. The average cost of setting up a machine is about 2 lakh rupees. The revenue earned by each machine, since it is selling half a liter and not 1 liter, it is selling 6 rupees and not 12 rupees, is about half of it, about 8 lakh rupees.
Are you open for a franchisee model? A question from Sudhir.
So we are currently working on this model and we've not finalized it. But yes, we want at a later stage to work on a franchise model where the carts and the machines obviously are not owned by us, but the location is given by us. So
Danish, this is Sudhir here.
Yes.
I was actually typing the question, right? I'll tell you the reason why. I have seen such models outside India. This is a good model for India. Maybe you could be the first person to launch this. And then going forward, if somebody else to be there, right, in the competitive space, they would probably put the water for free and then make the bottle as an advertising mechanism. Right? Just think about it. I've seen this in Japan. I've seen this in many countries. So the water becomes a secondary part, but the bottle with an advertising opportunity becomes the first part. That's one. Second is for somebody to pick up this concept is not difficult. Right? So for a competition, the entry level barrier is too low in this. Third, if we don't plan a pan-India launch, or if we say we will go on our own as Gulf to go to these markets, just think the chances of you being scaling it, right? How are the chances of scaling it up? So again, it's a good concept, it's a good start, you are doing good numbers, everything is fine. But then I'll tell you, there are models on the same lines for tissue papers, right? In summers, right, in Tokyo, when you get off a metro, everybody hands over a bottle of water and a small packet of tissue papers. Same model, same business model, what you are trying to do. Again, for us, for India, this is unique. So just want to make you aware that we need to be quick.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this question, and I'm happy that you've asked this question. Yes, there are companies available who are distributing the water bottle free of cost with advertisement on top of it. We also started thinking that, okay, we should also do something like that when we thought of ideating this company. But we realized, and a lot of these companies have closed down also, is because they distribute when they get an ad. They don't distribute the water when there is no ad, number one. Number two, the cost of distribution is, let's say, 3 to 4 rupees per bottle. The cost of the bottle itself is about 3 to 4 rupees. So when they don't have an ad, there is no revenue that they're earning. So with every customer who is handling the bottle, they are spending 8 rupees just to give the bottle free of cost, which they will never do if they don't have an ad. Here with Punyadhara, we can distribute all 365 days without having an ad.
Very good answer,
Danish. Sorry, sir. Yes.
It's a very good take. The point which you just mentioned is very good. I like this concept. But then there are ifs and buts. We can discuss it one-on-one. I'm happy to
Absolutely,
collaborate.
sir. I would love to.
Yeah, but then I feel I'm sure you must be successful in pockets. But then if you say you're working with BMRCL, you're working with multiple things, I think this team has got enough and more number of people on the call who can actually help you go to market. I think along with money, we should, as a team, we should also be able to participate in the growth story.
Absolutely, sir. I completely agree with you. In fact, the people who have already backed us, we've actually taken money from people, even if the amount is small. We've taken that money solely because of the amount of strategic help that these people are able to provide. And I think that's a very wonderful thing that you said.
I'm in for it, man. I'm happy to collaborate.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sudhir. What is the overlap between the target audience for these ads and the target audience for Punyadara? It seems Punyadara is for cost conscious people, but they may not be the target for sale truly madly. Hence the question. Question from Yogita.
Good question. Good question.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Before we started the meeting, I shared a few facts with everyone. The reason is this only. I'll go back to those facts. Uh, the Indian advertisement market, like I said earlier, is valued at about $12 billion, out of which 30% of these $12 billion, which is about $3 to $4 billion, is spent by FMCG brands and companies which are selling very extremely low priced products like biscuits, like mid range products, which are consumed by people every day, more for the middle class and lower middle class. Similarly, so this is the overlap between the target audience of advertisement and the target audience of Punyadhara. Similarly, e-commerce. A lot of advertisement money goes into OTT, goes into Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, and Meesho, which are again being consumed by our target audience, which is consuming our product. So people are not consuming Punyadhara because it is 12 rupees and it is not consumed by the local people who are not able to spend 20 rupees for a bottle. People are happy to consume Punyadhara and save 8 rupees, which is 40% less. Anybody, and this is something that we learned. We were also very, very eager to understand when we, on the day of our launch on the 1st of August, that will somebody come to our cart which is selling only bottled water? Will somebody consume our product which is unheard of, unknown of till about yesterday? Will somebody scan and pay? Will somebody give us an ad? Will somebody scan the bottle to redirect? And all of these questions were answered by the public very, very eagerly, and we've been immensely successful in all of these points.
Great question, great
Danish,
answer.
this question, one more repeat question. I'm sorry. Are these cards refrigerated or
Yes,
are
sir.
these? So what is the source of power? Are these fixed cards?
Sorry, sir?
Are these cards fixed to a point?
No. The machines are fixed, sir. The cards go back to the depot every night.
So that means there is a depot, central depot, which
Yes.
will flush out these cards every day.
So, sir, there
And
are
then how do you replenish these cards?
So, sir, there are depots with every market. So, for example, Sarojini Nagar market has about 5 cards. So, there's a depot which holds the inventory. With the inventory, there is parking space for the cards. When the cards come back in the night, they get charged, and then they go back in the morning to their select places which are pre-selected already. Each cart owner knows where to park the cart and sell their product, and they come back again in the night. The depot representative or the executive is responsible for refilling of the carts as on the inventory model. Each cart's inventory is tracked digitally. We know at any given time how many bottles are sold on each cart, and they are replenished as and when the inventory goes low. So the same depot is then also used for.
Danish, I think you know what this is.
Yeah,
This is
probably we
very good
can
to hear.
take the question offline. We'll also have it
Yeah,
in WhatsApp. There are a couple of more questions which I have to cover, please.
yeah, that's what I was about to tell you, sir. With
Sure,
all
sir.
due respect, that we will take this offline.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Jignesh has this question. How are the ads being displayed? Is it by scanning the QR code? Next question is how are the ad rates being arrived at? And how do advertisers ascertain the efficiency of the ads?
So there are two ways advertisements are displayed. One is on the bottle label itself. So till till date, we've done 5 advertisements where we've received money for bottle label ads. So the entire Punyadhara label becomes a label of that brand. Okay, and the second way is a Punyadhara bottle which has a Punyadhara label around it has a digital QR code. Once you scan the QR code, a web app opens which shows you all the advertisements like you see on Instagram. So there are two ways we are doing it. So for a digital ad, the cost is 1 rupee per bottle, and for the non-digital ad or the bottle ad, it is 3 rupees per bottle. Both of these rates were given to us by our expert, by our mentor, by our AdTech valuer, Mr. Hari Krishnan, who is the MD of Publicis.
Okay, very interesting question by Vimal. What is the financial perceived benefit to a customer to scan a QR code?
Okay, so when you when you look around you, you see a QR code on everything almost today. You see a QR code on a pizza box. You see a QR code on a burger box. In fact, a lot of burger joints have started placing a QR code on the brown paper bag and the burger box in itself and saying, scan the QR code and get 50% off on the next pizza or the next burger. The scan rate of all of these is less than 1%. In fact, it is 0.8% across the industry. It is because people, when they're consuming something, they rip the paper off or the product off and they start consuming. So the QR code at the first notice goes out of the window. Whereas a beverage bottle, like a bottled water brand, is the first and only product where the packaging remains intact. So when we are selling a 1 liter or a half liter bottle, the size also has been chosen strategically that a customer cannot finish 1 liter or half a liter in just one go, and not many people can. So, and they choose to carry that product because that is how we've always done things. So the psyche of the customer is he or she will purchase the product, he or she will drink or quench their thirst, and then they look at the label. And when they look at the label, they get intrigued that, oh, there is something that I'm getting free of cost. I don't have to pay for something. There is an actual clutter free advertisement on the label. That, and plus, when they're carrying the bottle, they're placing the bottle in their offices, in their buildings, in their wherever they are sitting. So the bottle is carried with them. So this bottle acts as a hook. That is the reason about 20% people, month on month, day on day, on an average, are scanning our product.
Okay, Danish, Mohit has a question relating to funding. He says, this funding round is small. Why not a 20 crore round as
So
you
we
would need?
don't we would love that, but we don't want to dilute a lot, to be honest. We are doing this round at the same valuation as we did the last round, and we are looking to raise a bigger round. We are actually in conversation with two, three big players, which I will name later, for a 10 crore round, which may happen in maybe 3 to 6 months.
Acha, Vimal has asked another interesting question. Isn't Vendiman has a similar business model? Sell
Sorry, sir.
water at a Vendiman.
Vendyman is a vending machine manufacturer. They place vending machines at high footfall zones, yes, but these machines are not. These machines are purchased by Vendyman, from Vendyman by people like us. So yes, we are. We also spoke to Vendyman when we were talking about purchasing vending machines. Unfortunately, we went with somebody else. They are also in the similar scale. But what Vendyman and Dalchini and other vending machine companies they do is they set up vending machines and then they go for multiple products being sold directly to the customers. So obviously there is a reach, obviously there is everything, but there is no hook. Like I said earlier, Punya Dhara is the one which is driving the sales because of our superb pricing. Getting a bottle of water in 6 rupees, quenching a half a liter bottle of water in 6 rupees is unheard of. And everywhere you see, maximum people are selling the 1 liter bottle because of higher margins, because it is a retailer driven supply chain. So when everyone is selling a 1 liter bottle in the commercial complexes, in the shopping malls, we are selling a half a liter bottle in just 6 rupees. That is the reason.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Sunil has asked this question. Isn't your model not repeatable in the sense that any MNC, for example, selling ice creams can also copy this?
Absolutely, sir. Anybody can copy it.
So how do you maintain the moat?
So, see, like I said earlier, the moat is twofold. Punyadhara is a distribution network. This distribution network is so scalable, and even if 5 such Punyadhara companies come into the same market, the market is so fragmented, so huge, and growing at such a big rate that nobody can stop us from growing unless we don't want to grow by coming in as a competitor. Bisleri, which is the biggest brand, is valued at 8,000 crores. The market is about 150,000 crores. So the market is absolutely big in terms of bottled water. And 12 rupees is only scalable when you have an ad revenue of 3 to 4 rupees coming in on top of it. Similarly, an ad revenue of 3 to 4 rupees is only viable when you have a 12 rupee or a 6 rupee MRP coming from a bottled water.
Okay, what I will do now is open the floor, and anybody having a direct question. Rest of the questions we will move to the WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group. The link is there in multiple groups. We have posted that. So please join the WhatsApp group. And those who have not filled the form, please kindly fill it up. So what is the count now, Danish? How
Sir,
many people?
let me just check. Sir, about 19 people out of 27 have participated.
Okay, so 8 more people are there. So kindly fill it up. Acha, now you can raise your hand.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, Jignesh has raised it first. So over to you, Jignesh.
Danish, in your projections, your JFM had a lower revenue compared to the previous months.
Yes, sir. That is because of the season. So there's a seasonality concept here where Jan, Feb, March is winter season in Delhi, and the sales of water is less.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Next, who's
Hi.
it?
Hi, Hiren here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Basically, Danish, the last one which you mentioned, last to last, right? When you mentioned that there could be replication of the model, wouldn't it be prudent for you to scale up fast enough in that
Absolutely,
scenario?
sir. Absolutely. So the reason we've gotten beachhead contracts with DMRC, DLF, and HPCL is because of that only. DMRC, DLF, and HPCL will not give such contracts of bottled water to multiple people because obviously the real estate is expensive, the real estate is less, and they don't want replication of the same concept happening. So, for example, there can't be 2 carts in an HPCL pump. There can't be 2 machines selling bottled water in a DLF building. So getting the right location, the best location first is the race for Punyadhara.
What I meant is like the expansion from other cities and like kind of types.
Sir, absolutely. So we in the first year, once our first year is complete, we want to expand extremely fast in the next cities. But we want to first capture Delhi Metro so that Delhi and NCR so that we don't have our hands full everywhere. A lot of
Which are the businesses? I mean, like similar to Delhi Metro is again like it's obviously a service, but it's a business again, or HV is again a business. Which are the businesses do you feel which can help you scale faster?
So, DMRC, HPCL alone account for about 30 to 45% of the population of the city. Apart from that, we've got IGL. We are in conversation with, which again has pumps. Then we've got we are conversing with multiple hospitals, and the next best we've got coming up is the Delhi University, which has about 91 colleges in Delhi NCR. So cumulatively, all of them should account for 50% of the footfall of Delhi NCR, at least. And the remaining is the cart model where we are placing 4 to 5 carts in every good market.
I'll tell you, would your wedding, banquets, I mean, those would be your quick bet, right? One of your quick bets?
Absolutely, sir. That will be a quick bet, but not for the advertisement revenue space. It will be for the bottle sales.
Depends, yeah. Okay.
Jay Shah, Jay Shah has a question. Let's move to Jay.
Danish, thanks for the presentation. Just a couple of questions. One is, of course, if you can share some of the pictures or videos how the advertisement looks like on the bottle, okay, that would be
I will do
because probably the audience is not able to see that, and there are some questions. Don't you think putting too much advertisement which is diluting your own Punyadhara as a brand. So probably if you have some video or how it looks like or pictures more, which is more visible, I would say, if you can share, that would be good.
So, sir, if you look at my screen right now, you see a bottle of Truly Madly.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
this is how a bottle looks like when it is sold.
Yeah. Okay. And if you have or maybe if you recorded some video which
I
shows that
will share,
one,
sir. I will
then
share.
it would be good to relate that how the advertisement. Second, the QR code, right? Probably uh, as you mentioned, there is a less than 1% or 0.8% just in terms of the QR code scanning standpoint. It might happen that people doesn't scan the QR code. Is it affecting your ad revenue, or it's a
No,
fix
sir,
that
it is not affecting our ad revenue.
it's not affecting? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Sapan, you have some question?
Yeah, again regarding the expansion, as per the presentation only, it says like first year we are targeting only Delhi NCR, and by next year I think Bombay. So, given the funds being raised, isn't the expansion being too slow? And Fundu app I could not understand. Like when you scan a QR code, you go to Fundu app, and then what happens there?
So, sir, in this context, what happens is when you scan, so we realize that nobody's going to download a new app just to procure water or purchase a bottle of water. And similarly, nobody's going to download a new app to scan a QR code and leverage the brand. So all of that is done on the web app only, the Fundu web app. The Fundu app or the Fandu app is the pure advertisement platform where people are coming through Punyadhara and otherwise also. So when Punyadhara is being sold, let's say 365 days in a year, Punyadhara is sold. 100 days out of 365, we have an ad. Okay, 250 days in a year, we don't have an ad. So for those 250 days, we have the Fundu network label being put on the Punyadhara label, where we are gamifying the entire experience for brands and the customers as a whole. Brands and customers can interact in terms for trivia, for quizzes, for branding rights, for a lot of other things that we are creating on the network. So that is the difference. Sorry?
No. So, see, hi, Danish.
Hello, sir.
What I see from your point of view, can you hear me?
Sorry, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay. No, see, what I see from your point of view, this DMRC, HPCL is more from a visibility point of view rather than adding to your sales. Whereas the cart, where the interaction would be more, where your cart vendor or could also ask people to use QR codes, etc. So, what is your strategy mainly on carts or vending machine, or how is it? And the other thing is, what is your cart? You said that cart is 3 months you get break even, but what's the kind of a strategy or payment to the cart vendor? Is he buying you outright product, or he's on your rolls, etc.? How's it?
Okay. So again, a lot of questions. Sir, firstly, the cart
We
person is not.
end today's session along with the answer to Ankit Jindal. So this is the final question of the day.
Okay. So, sir, the cart is owned by us. The machine is also owned by us. When we placed machines in we placed two machines in a shopping complex, and we placed one machine in DLF during our pilot. We got very good sale amounts from there, with machines doing about 500 to 550 bottles of sale in a day over the weekend, and in the weekdays they were doing about 100 120 bottles a day, because obviously people come to the mall more on the weekend, whereas in Delhi metro people travel more in the metros in the weekdays and less on Sundays and Saturdays. We are not expecting less of sales from Delhi Metro. In fact, we are expecting more of sales from Delhi Metro because of the positioning of the machine because of how the location the machine is placed at, where people are going to be traveling on a daily basis. And Delhi Metro, if you look at the psyche of the person who's traveling, they travel at the same point, they stop at the same locations because there is repetition within the customer. People going to work, people going to offices, people going to their other areas, they travel from one place, they stop at or change the metro at some other place which is fixed. They travel this, they come out of the same gate. It's a fixed routine. So that is first question that I feel Delhi Metro is gonna improve not just our visibility, but we are expecting good sales out of Delhi Metro also. Second, the price point is going to be extremely helpful for us because nobody is selling half a liter in 6 rupees. And Delhi Metro themselves are saying that, आप बाकी लोगों की दुकान बंद कराओगे क्या? So that is something that we are banking on. Thirdly, the reason we are selling 1 liter only in the carts and half liter only in the machines is because of the overheads. A cart, the price of a bottle is about 4 rupees. Landing cost is about 5 rupees. We give about 3 to 3.5 rupees in operational expenses, which is to the person who's selling the bottle at the cart every day, which is to the operator who is managing the personnel and the carts every day, which includes the cost of the depot also and the cost of the person who's managing the depot. So all of this is 3.5 rupees for a bottle being sold on the cart. So in about 9.5 rupees, we are able to. So the cost of the bottle of 1 liter on the cart is about 9.5 rupees. So we are selling it in about 12 rupees. Whereas in a
I think we have covered almost all the queries, and rest can be taken to the WhatsApp. A couple of which will prepare the answers, and you can put it as a PDF document.
Sure, sir.
So that all the queries are answered. And on behalf of DFSI, I would like to thank all of you for this one quick session. And thank you, Danish, for this wonderful presentation. Look forward to seeing you all in the next presentation soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon.
One.